Good day, investors. I wanted to welcome you to a brief lesson on some chart basics here. We'll be using the thinkorswim application, which is available free of charge through the TD Ameritrade brokerage firm platform. And as you can see on the top here, just some basics. We have some tabs. Today we'll be using the charts tab. This is where you'll usually be for all your chart research and strategy planning. And we actually set it up to where we have a dual chart here. You can either set them up one on top, one on the bottom, or you can actually set them up side by side, um, to each his own. I normally do side by side, but for teaching purposes, I'll do it this way just so we can kind of get a longer time span here. Um, we'll be using Apple stock. We don't have any position in, so this is more so for education purposes. You can see the ticker symbol up here in the left corner, followed by the type of chart, which is a 3-year daily chart. And you can see Apple is traded through the NASDAQ, which is the stock exchange. And to just go ahead and start off, we're looking at the 3-year daily, as I said, on the top. And as you can see on the bottom, we're in a 3-year monthly chart. So usually the longer time span you use on a chart, whether if it's 3 years, 1 year, 30 days, you try to pick some intervals that are applicable to that particular chart. So for a 3-year chart, a daily, granted, it's going to give you pretty much all the values since it's day by day. So it's going to kind of look a little bunched up in there. But then when you look at a monthly chart, because it's so spaced out, it's going to look extremely blocky. So you might not be able to get the strategy or be able to get some endpoints that you're looking for. So what we'll do is we'll click on this tab here. You can either click on this tab where you'll be able to change different chart time spans that are already selected, or you can choose the style option and go to intraday, which has different durations, as well as the daily, and you can see the 3 years highlighted here and the daily is highlighted here. What we'll go ahead and do is we'll choose the weekly chart, and you see it looks a little bit clearer. It's clearer than the 3-year daily chart, but it's a lot more intricate than the 3-year monthly chart. So the same can go for if we did a 1-year chart. So let's use this one down here. Well, let's change this one up here to a 1-year daily chart. And then let's look at a 1-year, let's see here. We got a 1-year, let's look at a monthly chart. So once again, you can see it's extremely blocky here on the 1-year chart. Let's try a 1-year weekly chart. Let's go back to style, go to daily, 1 year, and then choose week. So that's a little bit clearer than a monthly chart. However, it is fairly spaced out. So the daily chart would probably be the best option. Um, and lastly, let's try for a 30-day chart. So let's choose, let's see, it's not available in there. You can also just go to customize list here, if you so choose, and then you can just either add a time frame. Let's drag this over. You can either add a time frame, or if it's full, you can always just modify, edit. If you delete one, it'll give you the add time frame option. Let's cancel out that. So we have the 1-year daily. So let's go ahead and just go to style once again. We'll choose the intraday. And intraday just basically means it's more so divided down into lower intervals. So as you can see here, if we choose a chart solely for today, it's broken from 1-minute intervals up to 4-hour intervals. And the higher you get, you'll see, let's see, 90 days, it starts at 1 hour. So you're not going to get a 90-day 1-minute chart because it's just going to be too much information to try to process. So we'll go ahead and go to the 30-day chart and we'll choose 1-hour intervals. And you can see that's pretty clear, kind of looking like the 1-year daily chart. And down here, we'll go ahead and go to style and intraday. We'll select the 30-day, and let's try a 4-hour chart. So it's not too bad, but it's still a little bit spaced out compared to the 1 hour chart. And the 1 hour chart is just it just has a lot more detail for you, but it's not too convoluted, such as when we first started on the like a 3 year daily chart. The reason that I showed you a 3 year, a 1 year, and a 30-day chart, it just kind of gives you a synopsis of what's going on with this particular company. So let's say, for instance, let's change this to 3 charts side by side. And let's just go ahead. If you click on, if you notice in here, you see this color here, a color here, and this one has 3 colors here. This is actually just a linking symbol, so you can have everything in one. So if we click on this and change it to red, it's automatically going to process the apple that we've chosen, and boom, we have another chart here, and they're all linked. So if we change one, then we'll change them all. So let's just try BAC of America, and you notice it changes all of them at the same time. So let's go back here to Apple. And what we'll do is we'll change the first chart to a 3 year weekly chart. Then we'll change the second chart to a 1 year daily chart. And we'll change the last one to a 30-day intraday to a 30-day 1 hour chart. So now we're looking at Apple stock over the course of 3 years, and we have it broken down into the stock's movement over 3 years, the stock's movement over 1 year, and the stock's movement over 30 days. And as you can see, the 3 year it's a little bit more spaced out, so it's a little clearer. Um, and then the 1 year, and then the 30-day is very bunched up. Just Apple has a lot of action. It's fairly volatile, especially with the new information that's come out. So as you can see, we did over the 3 year, 1 year, and 30-day. All of the dates and timelines are listed on the bottom of the charts. So as you can see in the 3 year, it's got 2012, 2013, and 2014. Then as you can see for the 1 year chart, it's got October, November, April, July. So it's going from October of 2013 up until present day. And then the 30-day chart is going from roughly about the start of September, end of August to here we are here closing out September. And so if you want to kind of see a little bit more detail in certain areas in the chart, what you can do is you can go to this little icon in the middle, and it's a drawing tool, and you can actually select the trend line option. And if you left click on your computer or mouse, um, and then you can just drag over, and it'll actually blow up the chart for you to get more detail in a specific area that you're looking for. And notice that the time change on the bottom now for Apple, we're only looking at the three from 2013 and 14, and then in the 1 year from March, and then for the 30-day, we're actually looking from that's past Friday, so it's roughly about 2 weeks there. And those are on the x-axis. So as you can see here on the y-axis are all the price points. So we have $55, $60, $65. So it's broken up into intervals of 5, and that's just because it's over a longer time span. And then we have the yearly chart is broken up in intervals of 2, and the daily chart is broken up into 50-cent intervals. And that's all just because the charts have more price action over longer periods of time, so it's trying to make sure it gets all the parameters that it needs. And so those are pretty much some chart basics. We showed you the 3 year, the 1 year, and the 30-day chart, broken up into weekly, daily, and hourly intervals respectively, as well as how the chart is set up on the price, where the price point is, as well as where the timeline is. And we hope this has helped you just in your knowledge of some chart basics. We'll be providing some more videos to come in the future, and stay tuned. Thank you.